Hi guys. Okay, here's just another helpful video for you before you complete your assignment. This one is over commas again with names. So whenever there's a name used in a sentence, commas are always there with it. Okay, so names can come at the beginning of a sentence, in the middle of a sentence, or at the end. Okay. If a name comes at the beginning of a sentence, you need a comma after the name. If a name comes at the end of a sentence, then you have a comma before the name. If a comma comes in the middle of a sentence, then you have a comma before and after the name. Okay, so those are just some rules to help you remember. So sometimes when there's a name in a sentence, there's just going to be one comma that you need to put. But sometimes if that name is in the middle of a sentence, then you will have to put two commas, one before the name and one after the name. So we're just going to do one example of each one today, just to give you some practice before you complete your assignment. So we'll start with a name at the beginning of a sentence. Alex, comma. You need to go to the store. So we have the name at the beginning of the sentence, and we have a comma following the name, just one comma. Okay, the next one we're going to do is if you have a name in the middle of a sentence. I don't know. Cooper, what do you think? So here we have the name Cooper in the middle of the sentence. And you will have a comma before Cooper and after Cooper. I don't know. Cooper, what do you think? So when you're reading, listen for those pauses because that's why we have commas. Okay? So you wouldn't say, I don't know, Cooper. What do you think? So you can't just have one comma. You have to have a comma before the name and after the name. Okay? And then the last example is if there is a name at the end of a sentence. I can't wait to read your report, Maria. And we would have a comma before Maria, right after the word report. And we would not put a comma. The sentence needs to end with a period, not with a comma. And you don't have a comma and then a period. So never put a comma at the end of a sentence. Okay, you still end with proper punctuation with a period or some type of, an exclamation mark or a question mark, but no commas at the ends of sentences. Okay, so just to recap really quick. If it's at the beginning, if the name is at the beginning of the sentence, there's a one comma after the name. If the name is in the middle of a sentence, there are two commas, one before the name and one after the name. And if the name comes at the end of the sentence, there is one comma and it comes before the name. Thank you and good luck on your assignment.